Hey, what's going on guys, it's Dubs here, welcome back to another video. This time, I'm going to show you guys how to flip a transmission in Gran Turismo 6. Now, some people may not know what this means, but I'll explain it to you in this video, and also, I'll show you guys how to actually do the thing. Also, in Gran Turismo 5, the transmission flip is going to work pretty much the exact same way as it works in Gran Turismo 6. So if any of you guys watching this video still play Gran Turismo 5, then the transmission flip is going to be the exact same for Gran Turismo 5 as it is in Gran Turismo 6, and vice versa. So basically right now I have a Nissan GT-R Black Edition from 2012. Transmission is already flipped, and that's pretty much what it should look like right at the end. As you can see here, first and second gear have their own thing, but third, fourth, fifth and sixth gear should sort of be in like an incline, some sort of a line. If you try and imagine yourself like a little line there, and it kind of goes into like an incline. I'll try and draw it up on the screen or something in like Photoshop afterwards, or Paint even. But yeah, that's pretty much what your transmission should look like at the end after you've done flipping your transmission. So this is, most of the time, this is for drag tunes. So when you're trying to tune your car for drag racing, for quarter-mile drag racing even, and basically that's what you should do to your transmission. You should do a transmission flip. So now I should change it back to standard and put it back to fully customizable. So this is how you get your transmission, you know, right from the beginning. Now don't mind this that it says kilometers an hour. Don't mind the speed that says there, because you're not going to be going that speed, but you are going to change it. So first of all, what you're going to have to do is bring this down to about 2.8 to 2.9, or even 3.0. I'll keep it to 3.0. Okay, I'll keep it like that. And now, what you're going to have to do is bring this all the way to the left. And then change your transmission here. Bring the first gear all the way to the left. The second gear, the majority of the time, you bring this slightly over to the left. But it depends on what car you're driving. Again, you have to take it out on the track first of all and see what it's like. See how it launches in first and second gear. And even after you do the transmission flip, you might not even get the transmission perfectly right. So you're going to have to go back and pretty much mess around with the transmission after you've tuned it to see how well the car launches and how it goes up through the gears and stuff like that. Because right now what I'm doing is I'm either extending the gears by bringing this over to the left. So it's going to take basically longer to go from like 900 RPM to like 8,500 RPM. And if I bring this over to the right, it's actually going to go faster through it. So that's basically how the gear ratios work. So this should be just slightly left of the middle, so it should look something like that. Then this, bring it over to the right, about 3/4 of the way to the right, so it should look something like that. Then bring this almost all the way to the end, and then bring this all the way to the right, and then bring this last one all the way to the right as well. And then after you've done that, go over to final gear and bring this all the way to the left, so you can extend all of your gears all together. And your gears should look something like that. Now, again, this isn't perfect because I didn't actually memorize the way I did tune this this GT-R. I just did it like off by heart, like whatever, from my mind. But as you can see, you still sort of get that little line that goes, you know, across all of the gears and stuff like that. So basically, it all still works out the same. But of course, the tune that I had before on the GT-R, it was done correctly. So I basically had a proper tune for drag racing on this car. But this is just, you know, just so I can show you guys basically how you do a transmission flip. So, and that's exactly how you do it. So hopefully this cleared out a few things for you guys. So, with a rear-wheel drive car, this is a four-wheel drive car, obviously, or an all-wheel drive car. You're gonna have to launch in first gear with an all-wheel drive car, right? Well, you're not gonna have to, but the majority of the time you can, because since it has all the traction, you know, going to all four wheels and stuff like that. It's a lot easier to launch in first gear. Now for the rear-wheel drive cars, you're going to have to mess with second gear a lot, or even third gear, because the majority of the time you're not going to be able to launch from first gear. Especially if the cars have a lot of horsepower. I'll say from like 600 horsepower plus. The majority of the time you're not going to be able to launch from first gear, so you're going to have to mess around with second gear a lot until you get that right. As you can see, of course, first and second gear is not going to match third, fourth, fifth and sixth gear on the chart there. Because, you know, you're gonna go through those gears a lot faster than you are through, you know, third, fourth, fifth, and sixth gear. Just because of the way the car works. Obviously, you're not gonna get the same amount of power going from 0 to 100 kilometers an hour than you are from getting, you know, from 100 to 200 kilometers an hour. It's just not the exact same thing. So basically, you're gonna have to mess around with your gears yourself. I can't really show you guys that because it's different for every single car. But anyway, at least hope I helped for this sort of segment in the video. Thank you guys for watching this video. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys have any suggestions of any other tutorials that you guys want me to do for Gran Turismo 6, then leave them down in the comments below. Please no specific car tunes, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do specific tunes for each and every car that you guys want. But I will help you guys out with any sort of little bits and pieces that you guys want to help with in Gran Turismo 6. But as of right now, I'm done with this video. Again, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys later. Goodbye.